We're following breaking news on 13 News Now Plus. I'm Dana Smith. Newport News Police and the Commonwealth's Attorney's Office are giving an update on a missing persons case for Kier and Chloe Johnson. This comes nearly 8 years after friends and family reported the 34-year-old mother and her 8-month-old daughter missing. New at 11 tonight, William and Mary confirms hundreds of law school applicants received the wrong admissions letter over email. The school says it happened on Tuesday, and a technical error in the system is to blame. New tonight and only on 13 News Now, a Hampton Roads Realty Group reaches a settlement following allegations of racist housing discrimination by one of their clients. We first brought you this story in June when 13 News Now confirmed a report that a condo sale fell through at the oceanfront because the owner learned the buyer was black. And today, a judge granted bond to 3 former Virginia Beach sheriff's deputies charged in connection with the death of Roland Hill while in custody. The deputies will all pay a $5,000 bond and will have no restrictions on their movement as long as they remain in touch with their attorneys. 13 News Now at 11 begins with a live look at the Potomac River, where search and rescue crews are working after the deadly mid-air collision between an American Airlines regional jet and a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter. The Coast Guard joining in on recovery efforts. 67 people are suspected dead. And I'm Dana Smith. Let's get straight to breaking news out of Norfolk. This afternoon, we've just learned a second man has died after an industrial accident at Marine Hydraulics International. That's near the Midtown Tunnel. The snow has also been falling in North Carolina for a few hours now. It's also sticking to the roads there. And this is the first major snowfall there in 3 years. Brianna Fallon is live in Elizabeth City with a check on conditions. Brianna, I see a lot of snow behind you. Dominion Energy is also keeping a close eye on this winter weather tonight. I'm joined now by Charisse Newsome with Dominion Energy with more on how the company is keeping the lights on for customers during this storm. Charisse, as always, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thousands of people in Hampton Roads may have received a notice in the mail asking them to check their water lines for any lead pipes. A new federal rule is mandating every city in America to not only take an inventory of lead pipes, but fully replace them within the next decade. Those who lost everything in the wildfires now have a heart-wrenching question to consider. Should they rebuild? And for some, can they afford it? About 24,000 people have already registered for FEMA assistance to start that process. 13 News Now at 11 begins with an update to breaking news in Norfolk. Officials at Norfolk State University say a student is recovering in the hospital after another student stabbed her. It happened at the Brambleton Community Outreach Center. In Chesapeake, the man convicted of hitting an 8-year-old boy with his car and then driving away will spend 5 years in prison. In November, a jury convicted 40-year-old Richard Humbert of felony hit and run. Tonight, a man is in custody after Chesapeake police say he got into a preschool and attacked 2 people who work there. It happened at a school on Hillcrest Parkway just before 1 this afternoon. Fortunately, no children were hurt. Yeah, eggs are hard to find, and to keep up with soaring prices, Waffle House added a 50-cent surcharge to any dish that includes eggs. And it's not just bird flu we're keeping an eye on. Normal flu cases remain high in Virginia and are trending up. We begin at 11 with the 2 headlines shocking Americans this New Year's Day. On the left, a truck explodes in front of the Trump Las Vegas Hotel in Nevada. On the right, a deadly attack on Bourbon Street in New Orleans in the early hours of the new year. 14 people were killed, dozens are hurt. The alleged attackers in both incidents are dead, and both incidents are now being investigated as potential acts of terror. Tonight, we have new information on both of those attacks. Now, with DeepSeek, there's the possibility of a direct path hidden in its code. Some U.S. states are already starting to ban the technology, including here in Virginia. So what exactly is DeepSeek? Well, according to the CEO of FeeRoot Security, users who register with or log into DeepSeek may unknowingly create accounts in China, in turn exposing their identities, searches, and online behavior. Last night, President Donald Trump delivered his joint address to Congress. So let's verify a couple of his claims. So first, he highlighted that Elon Musk found Social Security records listing people as old as 369. So this statement needs context. Since taking office, President Donald Trump has been working to downsize the federal government. He's tasked billionaire Elon Musk with carrying that out through the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. So far, DOGE claims to have saved more than $55 billion, but the exact figure hasn't been independently confirmed. Many viewers have asked whether the Trump administration is the first to make widespread cuts to government spending. And we can verify that, no, the Trump administration administration is not the first to do this. Until now, the biggest effort to overhaul the federal government in modern history took place about 30 years ago under a Democratic administration. The Reinventing Government initiative came from former President Bill Clinton, but there are a few key differences between that initiative and DOGE, mainly the extent to which Congress is involved.